they don't really have that much damage. But if you pair this up with the amp damage from Slardar, you bring in the SF, all of a sudden, whichever target you get on will melt. It will die.
Well, and speaking of hero specialists,
there's going to be a deluge on this lane as well, lowering your move speed. I think it's a little hard to all-in Ame here, and I think Ame is going to get the better of you over the long run in terms of that CS battle, even though you have the super high base damage.
Makoto.
I expect XM to win this lane as well. He rarely loses these mid-slaughter lanes. The hero just has too much regen, too many stats to try and get through.
Well, there's your level 2 timing.
Oh my, okay.
A level 2 Ignite put to use kills the Shadow Fiend. They simply just run him down. Jokum and WS have already begun to win the off lane here.
I don't think that should have been that easy.
They got a double kill, easy. I don't know what Pelosin was thinking about that situation.
Oh, coming out guns blazing here. They're ready to play. 22 Savage almost just got all in. Some players, you look at them, you just can't be mad. Other players, you're mad at before you look at them.
Yeah, some players do have that. Makoto does give an illusion rune. Now, this is going to be important because he's got the corrosive haze, so he can take that away. And with the coil on 2, does some damage. Now, XM is not exactly dying quickly here, and will be able to get the Shadow Shaman kill. Still, though, Makoto puts a bit more damage on him. Yeah.
The minus armor is only good if someone can use it, and he's the only guy who can use it here. So the Slardar is dependent on the SF joining fights for him to have a way bigger impact. And the Centaur's kind of there to help the SF get in as well.
Oh, Makoto got baited a little bit too much. Takes a lot of damage. Telekinesis backpack with the blood grenade. He's got a coil, but there's still, oh, okay, trade-off of kills. XM gets the kill first onto Makoto.
Again, with early Crimson, such a tough target to bring down. 2,000 HP, damage block, chip vest, max, retaliate. A lot of damage to be reflected here if you try and all in this guy.
Trying all in on the puck, chaining the stuns. Telekinesis overlapped with the hoof stomp, though. Not the greatest. And with the help of the shackles, maybe Makoto can survive. He's got another orb, jumps to it. But with the Stampede, they're going to try and run him down here. He's got a phase shift in a second. Somehow missed the crush, but it's fine. They get the kill anyway, running him down. And now the Ogre in the river is another victim. Xtreme Gaming sitting 4 heroes in mid and baiting Talon into a bit of a skirmish.
This is exactly what I'm talking about with the offlane Ogre and why I just can't ever believe in it.
Yeah, I think if you're Xtreme, you do not want to be getting hit by Ignite after Ignite.
This is a tough high ground push, though. Like, you're giving Warlock really good position if you do this.
See who they run into first. They've got the Naga Siren Illusion scouting out Makoto. They're going to go for WS initially, trying to overwhelm him, but they do have a really good Fatal Bonds with the gold being dropped on top of 23 Savage, turning into the Slardar, but there goes the song. Resetting the fight. Ame looking for a Requiem, doesn't see one. He's going to go for the Morphling, see if they can blow him up. Half HP in the Slardar form, they've got him.
Easy pickings there. No defensive chance for 23 Savage to get out of that. I think that song looked a little dicey, honestly, but when you could just go on the Morphling and burst him, I mean, that's every reason to pull the trigger there.
Yeah. I mean, they had, you're right, it was such a good Warlock situation. He had like a 5-man Fatal Bonds, Golem hit on like 3 heroes, but ultimately the Song of Siren Requiem.
It's worrying. Very worrying.
XM jumping 2 supports in the back line with his crush. A Golem's gonna be dropped on his head. He doesn't care. He's got the BKB. He's sitting right on top of them. And Xtreme Gaming are just gonna overwhelm Talon with ease here. It takes a while to kill WS. 23 Savage comes in, goes after Jin Q. Not going to be able to get the kill, though. Glimmer Cape away. Coil on 2. Requiem, just to try and push back the Talon heroes as they reset in front of a staircase. That's how confident he is.
You can't go on this guy. There's no way.
Butterfly on SF is going to make a world of difference. The way we outlined Talon's game plan here, Shiva's going to reveal the supports on the side here. And the Warlock, he gets off the Golem, sure. But now an immediate turnaround of the Golem from the Rubik. Jokum, he tried to get the grab onto Pelosin, but there was no hope for Talon. I don't really know what that setup was exactly.
Morphling's not there. You're not taking that fight. Just completely run over here. That was a butterfly timing for Ame. You don't have any evasion, Pierce. Trying to get a butterfly of your own on this Morphling. Another Roshan, you're just going to have to concede and go for the high ground defense. Banner kill get it for Makoto, so you actually did get to your damage items here on the side of Talon. It's giving you some chance, decent chance as...
Gold going to be dropped on the Ogre. Ooh! He is still going to be in trouble. XXS is going to finish him off rather easily. And now looking for more. Shivas to run down Jokum. He's dead. 23 Savage hitting XXS as a Slardar or not. Why? Why?
You're just dead? No wait for him.
GG. I think they felt like this game was just over.
I mean, we all felt like it was over, to be honest. The problem with you just don't have an off lane in this game, let's be honest. Like, just an outdraft. I think this game is way easier to execute for XG. I think their timings come online faster. This SF is just going to hit way too hard.
I really like the itemization overall coming out between him and XXS, who did have Pipe, who did have Crimson Guard as well, and then Rubik pretty much at the same time when Centaur had these two auras, he did have Guardian Greaves, so they pretty much had 3 auras 20 minutes in. Okay.
That's a Nature's Prophet core, then Shadowfiend mid.
So they wanted to have something that is good in the lane against Primal Beast. I mean, there are a couple of heroes that are okay. I would say Tusk that can buy a little bit more time with the Snowball, Dark Willow.
A lot of heroes that can just get on the back line, cause chaos, potentially interrupt the Pango roll. You have Pulverize and Grip this game in this XG lineup to deal with your AoE control from the Pango.
23 Savage slowed down with a Blood Grenade and the Trample on top of him. That's going to be your first blood. Going to Shin Q, not to XXS.
They played this lane well. They just dodged the level 1 and 2. They are really hunting this Shadow Fiend. 3 heroes swarming him mid.
Nightmare pulling him out of position here. XM will get the dagger on him. Still though, Makoto is able to fight with the shackles coming in. Avalanche over the top, but it's not going to be able to save the Bane. They always have the 23 Savage Nature's Prophet who can teleport in, so Xtreme do have to be careful with this much aggression. The Pango comes back. Close in. He gets the Nightmare. He's going to get it.
Oh, what a win for him. Might even get out of here.
Yeah, they're going to catch him. WS. You can get to the other side of him, right, with a swashbuckle and block him in. Well, 23 Savage is going to help ensure the kill, so they've got it well in hand. And the extra experience is always nice for 23 Savage. The faster you get to level 6, I think the better on this Nature's Prophet.
But he does be back top. As XG are swarming mid, the
Rolling
Pango.
Thunder coming in from behind. Again, the support's getting aggressive, but cores from Talon willing to rotate to mid to help out this Shadow Fiend. Eva gets the bump on a Pelosin, probably ensures a second kill out of this equation, as Makoto will just does not get to right-click him down. Sadly, the Shackles ends up taking the last hit.
Just too forced here from XG. If you're going to take this fight with heroes off the map, kind of isolated test, because he's not been touched. It's a dream PL game. He's going to get it at a really good timing.
Pelosin going to be caught on the power runes here. Not quite bursted down. Jokum still trying. Sonic Wave hits Cuckoo. Meanwhile, the Nightmare goes out on Jokum. And he's going to be fine. It's going to be Pelosin to die, and maybe Jin Q as well. As once again, Talon, I mean, it's the same story every single time, bringing more heroes, but this time around, maybe the Primal Beast can even the odds. He charges right on through. Jokum's not dead yet. A toss over. Makoto, he throws out the Requiem. Nope, holds off on that one. Instead, turns around, throws some damage back on XXS. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, though. And XXS, he doesn't really have much of an escape. They're going to go for both the kills. Both Jinkyu and XXS will die.
I would say pushes more pressure onto Cuckoo to find more farm in this game, because I think the Maiden is the one hero that can get up a Solar Crest or something like that and help this SF a bit.
Yeah. Also at higher level, it's one of the heroes. Oh, Requiem catches Pelosin as he tries to sneak in from behind. A 2-man smoke does not go right for Xtreme, especially with the Rolling Thunder coming in. He throws out the Sonic Wave. It's only 23 Savage. Jin Q still going to be stuck in that Rolling Thunder hell. And WS is looking for a bit more. Not going to catch XM. Looking behind the tower now, but Ame's already TP'd away. So draft-wise, doesn't have the most synergy with the SF, but they are recognizing what you're talking about. They have put a lot of resources to help this SF, playing around him constantly.
And that's what matters. Like, that matters a lot more than draft.
Sure.
Find another quick kill on Jin Q, trying to get that Blink Dagger, but he is not finding much in this game.
I don't know what's going on in this jungle area, but it's not good. Talon are just going to lose Makoto here. He gets off a couple of raises before he loses his Aegis, Freezing Field, to try and cover this SF. So in the end, it's a Bane for an Aegis. The same goes for Wrath of Nature, right? It's like first early hits that don't actually kill creeps while you're doing Searing Signet to them. So maybe they do take out.
Pretty value. They're looking for XXS
XXS again? Couldn't get him on the Frostbite. And the Sprout's only going to hold him for so long here. The rolling boulder is going to have to be what's required to get this kill. And the avalanche of the Sonic Wave hits on the 3. The Fiend's Grip getting the grab onto the Rolling Thunder, and Ami's joining in on this fight. This is bad for Talon, but they have no way out of it. They do manage to get the kill on the Quap, but it looks like this is a free fight for Ame. 1, 2, and a third. A double kill for Ame and a kill for XXS.
Way too big of an overreach there for Talon. You could feel their confidence in this game, but you had Power Ranger support coming in off that tower. You end up evening it out at 3 for 3.
Yeah, I mean, it shows how far ahead they are. That team fight was absolutely terrible. 3-man Avalanche, 3-man Sonic Wave, and they still win 3 for 3 on it.
I am happy to see Ame join that fight. He had the defusal timing. Like, he has to be involved in this game. He can't just purely AFK with his position relative to the rest of the team.
Jokum finds another victim. Now he is going to, in turn, be the victim.
That's fine for Xtreme. Like, they get little trade-offs like this. They're happy.
Oh, no. XXS, he just used mobility. Okay, he has the BKB, so
it's close.
Oh, God, that was close.
I think if he didn't sprout him, he died.
Smoke is going to break here. Not quite yet. Now it breaks on Pelosi and Shinkyu. Jokum quick to blink down. Shinkyu still finds an opening. Gets a toss back on a 23 Savage, who force staffs down for low ground. Still, though, Fiend's Grip from the high ground. Makoto pounces. Hits a Requiem on multiple heroes. It hits XM. XM almost dies for it. WS gets him in the end. He, in turn, dies to the Primal Beast. The Primal Beast looking to regen rune. Oh, it's going to be out of his reach, though, as Makoto grabs it right in front of him, trying to finish off the Primal Beast, bailed out by the Nightmare. Meanwhile, Ame is beginning to build up. Savage up to the high ground, teleports away, leaves Cuckoo behind. Cuckoo, it'll be a third death on the side of Talon as Ame, once again, a team fight. He is able to feast. He is not being threatened whatsoever by AoE damage from Talon.
I don't think he took any damage in that fight. Everything was going into this Primal and Queen.
Talon trying to trade out towers here as they do not want to be fighting Xtreme, despite the 8,000 net worth lead that they have. The Aegis on the Phantom Lancer makes things a little bit too hard. Phantom Lancer really good at dealing with the Giga Ward, though.
Oh yeah, smoke on smoke, though.
With the Phantom Lancer not here, maybe this is a fight that Talon can take. The Requiem does go out and they'll blow up the Bane right away, but a big Sonic Wave cut out for the Quap. And now that Ame is here, this fight, it's looking bad for Talon. The rest of the BKB used to teleport away for 23 Savage. Once again, it's the supports and maybe... No. Pango's going to be fine, so just the supports on the side of Talon that died this time around. And Xtreme will take more map control as a result of that win. Take the remaining tier 2s. Oh, big pick off. He's got a refresher. I think he's got him. 23 Savage, Hurricane Pike, puts himself in the Sprout, but you've got another Pulverize. XXS got the grab on him, and now the rest of the team is here. 23 Savage is gone. Massive pickup for Xtreme.
Really nice find from XXS. Will cost him that refresher, but worthy trade. Tempted to jump this Primal. I mean, that's a really good target to jump.
Oh, okay, they're throwing out the first Requiem.
He's gone.
It looks like with the Fear, he is gone. WS is looking for more. XM has already used his BKB, so should be fine. He'll blink away last second. And he's going to have that instant Requiem if he uses all of his things correctly. Which could make a massive difference stopping the Doppelganger. They actually make their jump. Got off the Requiem. Who did they blow up? It's going to be the Quap. Do they have him locked down with the Shackles a little bit more? They get him with the races. In the end, now it's XXS. Half HP, gets the Pulverized grab onto the Nature's Prophet, but it looks like they're kind of scattering right now. Ame's the only one trying to fight things out right now. And he's got hexed up. Now he's shackled up. He's dead.
What a fight from Talon.
Wait, Doppelganger. Away to the side. Nah, he's not getting away from this Shadow Fiend.
Xtreme just completely caught off guard. They found another Requiem kill on a core hero that you couldn't bail out because that sleep save, you have Aegis for a minute anyway. What's the downside of this push timings-wise?
Yeah, I love the aggression. Instant hex up from Jokum as the Queen of Pain blinks in. Now he's going to try and Shadow Blade himself away. He is successful in doing so. 23 Savage is going to lose his Aegis due to the Sonic Wave. XXS is lining it up. Does he want to go for the Pulverize on 23 Savage?
Oh, he does.
He does. The Hurricane Pike is already away, though. 23 Savage is pretty far back here. The team is not able to follow this in. They cover it with the Requiem. The Fear, it hits in, and now the Rolling Thunder's on through. It's stopping some of these heroes. Another Requiem is going to go out and finish off the Bane, and the Phantom Lancer is caught in by a Hex. Jokum, who got away with the Shadow Blade, now turns around back on the Phantom Lancer and helps his team get a crucial kill to end this game. Ame fighting for his life to just kill measly supports, but does not have a buyback. This game is done, and neither team is going to be happy with the outcome. Going 1-1 means that they will tie out in the bottom of these groups.
An awkward series for both teams. This PL he ran right into the Crystal Maiden. It proved his worth, had to dodge that, and then Yokum with a very clutch Hex Find on Ame. He did it twice in this late game. That's all you need. You have overwhelming damage and overwhelming control with these refreshers. A nice game, too, from TALON is they probably felt a lot of heat on their shoulders this time around. The clock ticking with this Phantom Lancer, the pressure that's building, the awkward Roshan fights, but ultimately able to cruise into that late game.
They would do well in this game, and I feel like for the start of the game, they did a pretty good job with that.
They really did, and by that I meant to just kind of secure SF's game and get him the Aegises. And they did play differently in a lot of other ways, but that really was the main story.